don't stop. No.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Dallas Mavericks going up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at San Antonio, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. And of course, there's Dallas, far behind in the standings.
Well, right now for the Spurs, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. We've got Zach LaVine. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Johnson. Then there's John Wall, and it's Money in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. PJ Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And now that we've had a decent percentage of the season completed, Doris, what do you think is crucial for these teams to focus on heading into the second half?
I think for the most part, organizations start to hone in on a couple things: health, and then how do you pace yourself down the stretch of the season. You know, you see so much conversation about load management. Teams and players realize it's a very long season, and the best is yet to come with the playoffs.
Here's Don. Following the bucket by the Spurs. From outside the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And it's the Spurs ball. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside Wembanyama, Johnson on the wing, to the paint. And Gafford comes to help, and Gonzalez gets it to go.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Kelvin Johnson.
And Dallas with possession. 4-point game. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Here's Gonzalez. He has 6, and the shot goes in.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor, and every year a question that's frequently asked: does Dallas have the right mix of players around Luka Doncic?
And B.A., this is a hot topic of conversation around the league. Luka Doncic is a ball-dominant player who's been absolutely brilliant throughout the start of his NBA career. But it requires a certain level of player around him. You've got to have guys who play defense at a high level and who can make perimeter shots.
So it's San Antonio now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. And Gonzalez gets it to go.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Got a piece of it. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Doncic outside. Over Wall. Doncic, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Driving to the basket.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Irving for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Irving's got 6.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The Mavericks trailing. So on the floor for San Antonio. Dario Saric is out there with Amir Coffey. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Money in at the 5, down low. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Shooting for San Antonio, Gonzalez at the line for 2.
And he makes a first. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, B.A., I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him, a lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super hard, and now he added a 3-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It is absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie. Here's Gonzalez. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. 2 points. That one goes.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Irving, the pass to Hardaway. Irving, a screen on Powell. For 3, Hardaway. He buries it from 3. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Here's Gonzalez. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And Dallas calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Osman. Levine, he's checked in for Powell. And it's John Wall in for Sohan. On defense, the Spurs. Washington outside. Knocks it loose. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in, and Gonzalez gets it to go.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Pass to Washington. Doncic against Wall, and the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Outside, Green. Pass to Doncic. Clock at 4. 58 seconds left in the first half. The layup off target. Here's Gonzalez, defended by Hardaway, and he gets it to go. Gonzalez has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Gafford. Now Doncic, Wall covering. Here's Hardaway. Gets an open look and hits it. Hardaway's got 5 now.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's foul number 2 for him. The Mavericks making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
26 seconds left in the second period. And Gonzalez gets it to go. Gonzalez has got 28.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Irving, no good. Here's Gonzalez, guarded by Doncic. And Gonzalez gets it to go.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wings. Oh, you talking about the game or the wings? Anyway, I like the wings we had in the back.
Yeah, I like the hummus. The hummus was pretty good.
That sauce was on point.
Ooh, yes, it was.
You know, I actually was talking about the game. Why's it always got to be about food with you two? Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the San Antonio Spurs.
I don't want to resort to a hyperbole, but they've looked perfect on the offense for much of the night. The thought all on point.
Been a one-sided clinic on getting good looks, that's for certain. And Kenny, I don't think I've ever heard you use the word hyperbole. It's like you're reading it off a screen or something. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Green out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Gafford in at center. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Washington. Pass to Doncic. Stolen by Wall. Here's Gonzalez. Good. Gonzalez has got 32 points in the game.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Here's Gonzalez. 32 points in the game for him. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Gafford. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And Irving gets it to go.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
After the trade for Kyrie Irving, the Mavericks offense went to another level. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "We're still going to preach defense, but on the offensive end, there's going to be nights where we're scoring 130 or 140. Kai gives us another weapon. Someone is going to be free. Someone is going to have the advantage." Brian?
Oh, nice stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Dallas calls time here.
You know what time it is, everyone? Here comes
Powell, he's checked in for Johnson. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
And you look at Irving, he's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Here's Gonzalez. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Gonzalez has got 38 points.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Gafford the screen. And here's Doncic outside. Gonzalez pulls it in. Gonzalez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Wall against Doncic. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. Green's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. For San Antonio, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Gonzalez. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Washington outside. Fires the 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Here's Gonzalez. He's got 40 now. And that one's good.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
And Dallas calls time here.
the loudest section gets a free t-shirt. Let him hear you. For your detailed crew.
Kleba finds Irving. Now Doncic. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Gonzalez. Wall, the pass to Gonzalez. With 2 seconds left. That one's good for 2. Gonzalez has got 14 points here in the second half. And so it's San Antonio leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Levine has got the ball here for San Antonio. So on the floor for the Spurs, they've got John Wall, Wembanyama out there with Johnson. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Money in at the 5, roaming the paint. And yep, it's good. All right, guys, the breakdown here of the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Hardaway, no good. Here's Gonzalez, defended by Hardaway. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this season, new post tracking technology introduced 12 cameras following the action with more fidelity than ever, Doris.
Well, Big Brother is clearly watching, BA. I guess it's called the Hawkeye system, and it has a chance to enhance analytics, to create visuals, and even someday perhaps help officiate the game. Boy, it's a brave new world out there.
Dallas has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. The 3 from Washington. San Antonio with a rebound. Gonzalez has got 9 rebounds now. And another one!
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out.
And he's moved right past Kobe. Yes, Kobe Bean Bryant's 2007 season. What a remarkable accomplishment.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. And Doncic launches from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. On offense, here is San Antonio. 9 points in a row, a good run going. Yep, count it. Gonzalez has got 55.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game from Lunny.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside Hardaway, fires for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Pass to Gonzalez. On the wing, Levine. To the middle. And good! There's another!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. And Dallas with possession. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic on the wing. It's tipped. Pass to Gonzalez. Soft touch off the glass.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now Irving. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. Now New Balance presents the Player of the Game.